Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the Toy Amigos YouTube channel. This is Cheney180. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Marvel Legends retro card Apocalypse figure. Now, before I get started, I got to give a huge shout out to the Marvel Legends team for sending this out to me to take a look at. So let's see what we got here. So here we've got Apocalypse out of the package. Awesome looking figure right out the gate. I'm a little bit biased because, as you guys know, I am an X-Men fan. So this is super cool because it is, in the style of X-Men the animated series. So as you can see with the purples and the blues here, we're really going towards that animated look here. They did do a great job on the head sculpt here. Go ahead and pull that up. Yeah, cool paint job on the eyes. There's like a little bit of like a wash in there as well. So we get this new head sculpt here with Apocalypse, which looks really cool. And I will answer your question to see if it works with the older Build-A-Figure here in a second. But as you can see, the torso here is different from the Build-A-Figure. It's got these shoulder pads here, and it's a whole different torso to give it that animated look, as you can see. But first, let's go ahead and check out the accessories for this guy. All right, so initially here we do have these tubes here like we did have with the Build-A-Figure one. You got to plug these in before or after you get the guy out of the package, which isn't bad. He comes with this cool cannon here that is very, very inspired by the animated series. You got the little plugs here for the blast effects that they do include. So you get one big blast effect right here. It pegs into that, and you've got the orange paint and the purple and the black here, and it pegs in right here to the hand, which I'll show you in 1 second. But you've got, the sculpt on here to, make it look like the animated show, which is really, really cool. I like how they're doing that. And then these smaller ones, a little bit tougher to peg in here, but you could pop them right in. I think this was the one that was giving me trouble, but okay, so there you go. And you can pretty much choose if you want to peg it into the bottom here, which kind of covers that up, or you could plug it into the top, which is cool. I like that. And then we're going to get 2 open hands, which is cool. So we got 2 open hands with Apocalypse, and we have 2 fist hands. These are going to be the side-to-side hinge, as you can see here. And then we've got a repainted head here from the Build-A-Figure. Now this is painted differently to match what we have here, and the eyes are painted nice, the teeth is painted nice. Everything looks pretty good here, so that is cool. But let's go ahead and take a closer look here. The new face, the stoic looking face here. So as you can see, this is a new sculpt here. Looks nice. Got some extra paint here to add, and looks good. Overall, the paint job on this figure is pretty simple. They're kind of going for the animated look. I did notice that there's a little bit of like scuffing on this copy here. So a little bit of scuffing on the chest there. So do look out for that. Now, before we get into articulation, I did want to comment on these shoulder pads here. Like they're a soft rubber, and I believe they're on like a hinge in here, as you can see. So they will get up out of the way for the most part, as you can see there. So it just gets right on up out of the way, which isn't too bad. But let's go ahead and get into articulation. All right, so for this Apocalypse, you're pretty much getting the same articulation as you did before on the Build-A-Figure. So you've got a hinge in the head here. Cool thing is they glued this top piece down so it doesn't like flop off and flop around. The hinge on this neck is super tight on mine. So be careful with that as well. But he does look up decently, and then he can bury basically his head all the way down in there. You do get a little bit of pivot here, and then it's on that ball peg, so you can kind of move it however you like. So the shoulders here, they do go all the way around, so they get out of the way, but the tubes are going to pop off here. So that is good. And this is just kind of like a rubbery overlay kind of thing. So that looks cool. Arm goes up about that far. You do get a bicep swivel right here. You get a single hinge elbow, and it does kind of crash into the gauntlet here, like Build-A-Figure. So look out for that. And then you get a swivel and a hinge at the wrist here. And then since I've got this popped off now, I can show you. You simply just plug in the gun here, and you can peg the tube into here. And there you go. That's plugged in there. So the ab crunch goes down pretty good, not bad. Goes back pretty far as well. We do get a waist swivel in here for side to side, and this is a soft kind of belt here. It's kind of glued in place, so it'll kind of bulge out of the way, which is nice. You know, it gets out of the way. It doesn't prohibit articulation whatsoever, so that's nice. Legs go out about that far and go forward that far. They really don't go back that far. I'm popping legs off here. You get a thigh cut, or a thigh swivel right here. Double hinge knee. No ankle articulation, or no calf swivel. So there's no calf swivel right here. You get a hinge, and it also spins. So what you didn't get for here, for the calf swivel, you do get down here, which is cool. And then you get a ankle pivot down here. No toe articulation. We didn't get that on the last one, but yeah, not too shabby if you ask me. Oh yes, real quick before I continue, these things were straight in the package, but they do bend fairly well. They're, you know, super pliable, so you don't have to worry about anything there. Looks good. And they just kind of peg in here like that. And you can peg this one in here like that, and you're good to go. Real quick here, I just want to do a little comparison of the paint on the new head versus the old head. As you can see, the old one here has the heavy eyeliner and red eyes. He's very, very angry. This one, he's got more of the fiery eyes, and much better paint job on the teeth and the gums and everything. We're a little bit messy on this old one here, but the new one does look a lot better. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the size comparison here. As you can see, they share a lot of similar things, but they're different as well. So from the feet up here, you don't get these things that dangle around the ankles on this one. You do on here. The boots are the same sculpt here. Same sculpt in the thighs, same sculpt in the, the upper thighs here. The belt is different, as we could see, and the torso is different, as we can see. Shoulder pads are also different. Arms are gonna be the same, and then these gauntlets here on the forearms, they are different. So for the people that, were possibly thinking this was kind of like just a repaint or whatever, you're getting new stuff with this figure. You're getting like a whole new upper torso. You're getting new gauntlets. You're getting some new stuff here along with this this cool head. So the main question here is, does this fit on here? So let's take a look at that. This is the new head here on the old Apocalypse Build-A-Figure. I like that. I think that works. I think that looks cool. I think it looks good. So you get two heads with this one. So say, you weren't able to get the head, and all you're missing is the head. Well, then now you can utilize this head for your Apocalypse, and then you could switch them back and forth however you need. So let's go ahead and take a look at some more size comparisons here. One more thing real quick here. You can put the hand cannon on the Build-A-Figure if you wanted to do that. That is a possibility as well. All right, so here we've got Mystique on the left, and then we've got Archangel on the right. Hopefully we do get an animated version of Archangel because we know we've got an animated version of Mystique on the way. So that's cool. And speaking of animated figures, we've got the animated Storm here on the left, and then the retro card Rogue on the right. Last but definitely not least, we've got animated Wolverine on the left and Jubilee on the right. All right, so final thoughts on the Apocalypse here. It comes on a retro card, which is really big and really cool looking. It took me a while to get the nerve to open up the packaging because it looks so cool. Definitely took me back to being a kid with the original Toy Biz line. I had that old Apocalypse. That was really cool. I like what they did here. So if you're collecting the animated stuff that's coming out in the VHS boxes, this goes with it. It doesn't have the cell shading, which is unfortunate, but it still works. Like, you could still make it work, and you could still make it work in your normal display too if you missed out on the Build-A-Figure. The cool thing too is it comes with two heads. So if you were just searching for the head for the Build-A-Figure, you got a head to pop on your Build-A-Figure, and now you have a complete Build-A-Figure. He comes with a lot of stuff. We got a lot of new stuff here. I think it's cool. I really enjoy it. I would definitely recommend this figure. It's X-Men, so I mean, I kind of already love it. There's very few things X-Men that I scoff at or don't care for. So once again, huge shout out to the Hasbro Marvel Legends team, Dan, Ryan, and Dwight, for sending this out to me to check out. Thank you guys so much. Thank you everyone for watching. Feel free to hit like, comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you think of this figure. Is this for you? Hit subscribe if you are not already. Check out the podcasts on Tuesdays, Chatmigos Assemble, and Thursdays, They're Not Dolls. With all that being said, take it easy, guys.